Recently on The Night Hunter, we finished Case 1, Objective 1.1, which means we can now open Chapter 1, Envelope 1. Alright, so went ahead and opened it, and there's only 2 documents in there. We have another letter and another transparency sheet. So first, let's read this letter. From the desk of Captain Snow. Agents, your thorough analysis of the crime scene was well done and has already proven to be invaluable to this investigation, considering that the same chemicals were used and bite marks were found on each of the victims. The parallels between the Night Hunter killings and the murder of Caroline Parker are impossible to ignore. I have viewed the bite marks myself and believe that something about them seems incomplete. Enclosed is a copy of the bite mark impression taken from Caroline Parker's body. If you can identify the species of animal that left these marks, it may help us understand how it lines up with the murder. Good luck. Then we have Objective 1.2. Determine which local scavenging animal made the bite marks on Caroline Parker's body. And then we put in our answers at the site. And here are the bite marks. I'm guessing I will need to use the field guide that was given to us. So let's do it. My first instinct is to narrow it down, whether it's an herbivore or a carnivore. I might have to keep the physical one nearby just in case I can't quite tell. I should probably read these, huh? Above are a few examples of herbivore tooth bite mark profiles. These belong to various plant-eating animals. Notice the smooth, round shape, as that is the key indicator of a plant-eating animal. Also note that by their nature, bite marks of herbivore animals or herbivorous animals are not likely to be found on the skin or tissue of a decomposing victim. However, their bite marks may be found in the clothing or other belongings. This is often the result of an herbivorous animal smelling candy or other food in the victim's pocket, bag, or belongings. Okay, so I think the bite marks are on her body, so it's definitely not an herbivore. Let's just read this one too. Above are a few examples of carnivore tooth bite mark profiles. These belong to various meat-eating animals. Notice the sharp, angular shape, as that is the key indicator of a meat-eating animal. There are several different types of carnivorous animals that might scavenge a decomposing body. Many different types of carnivores are attracted to a decomposing body at different points in decomposition. Ooh, that might be key, as the slowly intensifying smell brings in different animals at different times. By noting the types of scavenging bite marks, it is possible to tell how long the body has been decomposing. Interesting, I did not know that. So from the looks of it, it looks like these are smooth. This one can kind of be pointy, but the rest, this is kind of jagged as well. But these ones are all smooth. And what do these quadrants mean? We can take a look at the autopsy as well. So she had a bite on her arm here, on her side, and on the thigh, and on the leg. So anything on the body would have to be carnivorous, right? Because you won't find herbivorous animals on the skin or tissue. So I guess I'll start with any carnivorous animals. All right, let's just start taking a look at these animals here. Maybe now I'll need to use this. Do we count omnivores? I mean, I guess so, but maybe we can start with the carnivores. I mean, the image of the game looks like the shape of a wolf, right? Is there a wolf? Yes, there is a wolf. Let's start there. Oh, there is another sharp one here on this top right. Forgetting how to rotate. How do you rotate here? All right, I don't know about you guys, but that looks really close, like a match. But so does everything else. I mean, it could be a badger right there too. Okay, how about the rest of the teeth? Oh, I guess it needs to line up with all the teeth, right? Okay, I might have to use the physical one because the proportions could be off. All right, so that's kind of what I see, where it's a little bit off, you know, like this is a little bit wider than the sample here. It kind of matches the placement, but I mean, it could be a better match for here. Let me try on the badger. All right, it doesn't line up with the badger. You can see these bottom two don't match. And now that I'm noticing, it does look different here. Are these going to be different animals in each of the bite marks? Okay, maybe I should just test one at a time. Maybe I'll just switch over to showing you guys here. All right, so this is what I was trying. I was trying to match with this grizzly bear. I mean, it's kind of there. Actually, that looks a lot better than the wolf. Okay, and then I was checking this badger. It's definitely not the badger. These are way off. What other carnivore? Okay, so let's go back to the wolf so I can show you guys here. See how they're kind of off? Like no matter where I place this. So definitely not a wolf. I don't think this top one. Here's another carnivore. I don't think it's the bat. Nope. These bottom two are way off. Coyote. Let's see. No, the bottom ones are off. Tiger? Is there tigers? Nope. Where are we again? We are in Arkansas. What is local to Arkansas? Leopards? Oh, you know what? Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, that one is an exact match. Okay, so let me take a note. This is the top right. So top right is leopard. They're like break out of a zoo or something. It's exotic. Or someone has a illegal pet. All right, let's see if they all match the leopard. It does. Oh my gosh, that one matches too. Okay, and how about this one? Yeah, they match. Oh my gosh. Wait, which way is this one? That would be right there. Yep. Okay, we have our animal. We need to determine which local scavenging animal made the bite marks. Okay, so I guess it would just be one animal. So let's go try our answer. Objective 1.2. Let's go to solution. And we are going to see that none of the choices are the ones that we thought it is. Great. I guess this is kind of a hint now, huh? Wait a second, it matched perfectly. Oh, maybe I'm supposed to hit none because it's none of these? There's no way, it matched so perfectly with leopard. I'm taking a look again, hold on. Okay, let me see. Okay, let me try these animals then that they're saying. It's definitely not bat. Bat is too small. Raccoon is omnivore. White-tailed deer is a herbivore. And wolf, I mean, I was trying the wolf just because of the image from the box or the game. So is this supposed to be wolf? You guys saw it. It matched perfectly with leopard. No, it's leopard. Okay, I'm going to just try hitting none because I don't think it's any of these. Ah, okay. Trick question. Fold the transparent sheet that shows the bite marks from Caroline Parker's body so that all partial bite marks overlap. Compare this to the field guide page 12 to determine that the bite marks came from a leopard, which is not a local scavenging animal. Ahaha. I knew I wasn't going crazy. All right, so we solved it. So I guess we can open the next envelope. I went ahead and opened chapter 1 envelope 2 and got the documents scanned over, and here they are. So it came with 3 documents and 6 letters. So we'll go ahead and read it. Again, from the desk of Captain Snow. Agents, the conclusion of your investigation into the bite marks is surprising and leads to more questions regarding how they were left on the victim. The Little Rock Zoo has accounted for all leopards at their facilities. We've requested that local law enforcement follow up on your findings by questioning exotic animal permit holders in the central Arkansas area, though none are currently known to possess leopards. The forensic report has been received for the bite marks on the previous 3 victims and concludes that these bite marks were not forceful enough to be indicative of an animal attack or scavengers. The possibility that this killing was not conducted by a copycat must be considered. If that is the case, then there's a killer on the loose, and the motive behind Bill Mendax's confession is suspicious and needs to be further questioned so that we may bring the real Night Hunter to justice. Objective 1.3. Find substantial evidence that suggests Mendax is not responsible for the Night Hunter killings. Interesting. All right, let's move on. Arrest record. William Henry Mendax, alias Bill the Night Hunter. Well, we're not sure about that. Born in 59, he's 36. Oh, when he was arrested, I guess. 5'9", hair color bro. I think it's brown, right? Build medium, American citizen. Scars tattoo on chest of a circle inside a square. Is this like those shapes on the other letters? He's from San Diego. All right. Previous criminal history. Juvenile. When he was a little kid. Assault and theft. Sentenced to 12 months probation. Then later as an adult. Breaking and entering. Theft. Sentenced to 6 months in county jail. In 1985, aggravated assault with deadly weapon, 6 years in prison. Oh, is this going to be one of those things where that's his alibi because he was in prison when one of the previous murders were committed? And then 1996. So this is when he confessed and he got 3 counts or 3 life sentences. Then an updated mugshot as of 2021. All right. Well, he was in Barstow also until 1985. He was arrested in San Diego. This picture looks so creepy. All right, well, we'll have to go back to check those dates, but for now, let's just move on. The People versus William Henry Mendax. Sentencing order. The defendant, William Bill Mendax of San Diego, California, has been charged with 3 counts of kidnapping, 3 counts of assault with a deadly weapon, 3 counts of first-degree murder, 2 counts of stalking, and 2 counts of harassment. The court has examined the evidence and witnessed the confession of Mr. William Bill Mendax. In light of this confession, the defense has agreed to a plea, and the defendant has been decided guilty on all counts. The defendant will serve 3 consecutive life sentences in the Lompoc Federal Penitentiary. Not sure if this tells us anything, but let's move on to those letters. All right, here's the first letter found in his jail cell. Immediately, I notice it's signed "Your Student," and this handwriting looks different. Bill, I know you don't know me, but you've inspired me so much. I have your poetry posted on my wall. Those letters you wrote to the police were an inspiration to me. I imagine you have a lot of time to yourself, so I was hoping you would write me back. I have a few questions I'd like to ask you. I'm getting bullied every day, and sometimes I just want to show them what happens when you bully someone too much. Have you ever been bullied? Is that why you did what you did? Is that why you killed those people? I sometimes imagine what it must be like. Signed, Your Student. Student? What did Bill Mendax do? What was his occupation? Do we know? I don't know. Let's move on for now. Okay, so this is looking more like the writing of the other letters we had. And it's signed by yours, just like the other ones. He's also found in his jail cell. Bill, I don't know why you did what you did. I've just read it in the newspaper. Why, Bill? Why? Okay. Why what? Why confess to your murders? All right, let's move on. Okay, Jared, different handwriting. Hey, Bill, it's Christmas and we miss you. I don't write as much as I should, but I do think of you often. I hope they are treating you well. Please don't forget about us. We won't forget about you. Miss you so much, Jared. Okay, don't see anything suspicious here. Written on recycled paper. Is that something? Next, from Mary. Again, different handwriting. Very neat. Bill, I saw your picture on TV and I was struck by how handsome you are. I find myself dreaming about your eyes. They are the eyes of a protector, not a murderer. I can't help but admit I think I am falling in love with you. Please say you will return this letter and get to know me. I've written many prisoners over the years, but seeing you on the news was the first time I felt an instant connection with someone. My love always, Mary. Creepy. All right, back to the handwriting, right? Signed, Yours. Bill, I am excited to tell you that I have met someone new. I don't want to jinx it, but I know this time is different. I have ruined things with the one before, but I have more control now. She understands me, she understands my friends, and she wants to protect them just like I do. I'm enjoying this feeling, and I will try to make it last as long as possible, maybe forever. Wish me luck. I know you'd approve. Yours. And couldn't control yourself before, huh? Okay, let's go to the last letter. Bill Mendak's outgoing mail. So this is written by Bill, but it looks like the same handwriting, and it's also signed yours. Is he writing to himself? I appreciate the postcards. The pictures are pretty, and looking at them is like taking little mental vacations, but you shouldn't be going back to those places. Those places? What places? The pretty pictures aren't worth the risk. Please know that I am comfortable in here. I always have been. Be kind to the woman you have met. Know your limits and don't get too close to someone you aren't able to take care of. Some mistakes can't be fixed. Yours. Okay, let's... All right, I think we're going to have to do some handwriting analysis here. Maybe I'll just focus on these two letters for now, because we know that William wrote this one, but he received this one. So I'm looking at this letter B first, right? And it looks like it matches this B on the left, but not the B on the right. And then now I see a B over here, and this B matches the second B, but not the first B. So why do we have two in the first place? It's because they got samples and these are the two different writings. Okay, well, we know this letter matches the first column and then this letter matches the second column. But what does that mean? Let's check the other letters then. Okay, so we have another Bill here, and this one matches the first one, I guess, right? Kind of. More than the second one. Okay, maybe I should take some notes here. Oh, you know what? Just as I did this, I had a thought. Left hand and right hand. What if he's writing with his left hand and then writing with his right hand? Is he ambidextrous? Can we prove that? But what would that even mean? Because he's in prison. How would he do it? How would he go out there and do it? Or does it mean something that he's writing to himself? Okay, I don't know. I think I'm going to go back to my other hunch about the time that he was in prison. So I guess we should go back and see if we have those dates for the previous murders, which we do right here. So let's copy this information. All right, so this one, he was 6 months in 1983. That's not relevant, but is 1985 relevant? No, but 1996 would be relevant, wouldn't it? No, it's not. Never mind. What am I saying? Okay, upon first glance, if in 85 he was sentenced to 6 years, which would place him there until 91. But this happens in 94, so it does not clear him. Dang, I thought that was a good idea. Okay, I guess I gotta go back to this handwriting. Unless, let me see, does it say anything about his dominant hand? No, it does not. I didn't really do a complete handwriting check on the first set of letters, but let me do that really quick. I'm just gonna do it with the physical stuff because it's faster, and then I'll put my findings. Okay, so I've been kind of going through these and thinking that one is gonna be all the right column of the letters, like this, the left column or right column, and in this letter it's all mixed. So some of these capital letters will be found on the right column, and then some of these are found on the left column. So maybe I'm thinking too hard. I'm looking way too much into this, and that the letters just need to match either or. Like, these are two different ways he writes these letters, right? But the conclusion we have is that he's sending outgoing letters in his handwriting and receiving letters in the same handwriting. So what would that mean, though? All right, so let me check this. Maybe I do have the right info here. Find substantial evidence that suggests Mendax is not responsible for the Night Hunter killings. So if he's writing to himself, what does that mean? Well, first of all, how would he write to himself? Oh, you know what? If the letter was just found in his jail cell, that doesn't mean it was mailed to him, right? He could just literally be writing to himself. Let me see, the type of paper, does it matter? So this one has these, like it's ripped out of a notebook. This one just looks like a piece of paper. This one is significant, right? This one is also ripped out of a notebook on line paper. Okay, the previous ones had these markings on it though. I mean, I guess these would be different than the letters that he's writing and receiving to himself. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm on the right track here. But this one is also ripped out of a notebook. Okay, I really don't want to take a hint here, but I kind of know. I don't have any leads at this point. Other than obviously these are the same handwriting, and it's the handwriting of the Night Hunter sample, which is not good if we're able to match his writing to those letters, right? Okay, let me look at this outgoing one again. Let me focus on this one. All right, I'm gonna use this right here and look at the physical one. Oh, I see it now. Okay, I see it now. I see it now. I see it now. Oh, okay. All right, I don't think I need to drag it over because you can just kind of look at it. It's that obvious when you see it. Let me play a little game with you guys. Oh, I just noticed too. Why is there two sets here? It's the same thing, right? Yeah, these are the same as those. I don't know why there's two sets. Maybe two different sizes so you can, or bold and not bold. I don't know. Okay, but that's irrelevant. What you should notice is very obvious. There's a very obvious discrepancy between this and this sample. So I saw one. I'm pretty sure there could be others, but there's one obvious one. So do you guys see it? Solution in, well, I don't know if this is a solution, but what I think in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So the lowercase letter A, these two styles are similar in that they have this and then the little circle, but these A's are all written like that, just a circle and the line. So it could be someone, either he's trying to write like the hunter for some reason, but didn't get it quite perfectly. But this matches to the original letters, and we know this one for sure was written by Bill Mendax. Now these letters have the correct A, but is written to Bill. So this is our killer, whoever is yours. I have to say, I mean, you did a pretty good job. I know it. In the game, obviously, they use fonts, but if you were to think in the game, he got pretty close to writing the same handwriting. All right, so I think that's it. Should be enough. So let's go to the site. So this was correct. So let's go back to the chapter. And now we are on 1.2. Oh no, 1.3. Find evidence that proves that Bill Mendax is innocent of the Night Hunter killings. All right, let's go to solution. Find evidence. Oh, same thing. Okay, so we have magazine article, prison interview, and prison letters. So it's the prison letters. Oh, okay. I thought we were going to have to, further tell why. And I guess there were other letters, but we definitely noticed the A. Correct. Review the outgoing prison letter. Use the Night Hunter's writing sample to the outgoing prison letter by Bill to notice some of the letters don't match. Specifically, the letters MENDAX. Oh, I see. Because you write that so many times that you can't hide your true handwriting. That would have been so cool if I caught that. See, the two letters to Bill signed yours do not match the transparency sheet. Oh, that doesn't match either? Signifying that the Night Hunter is writing to Bill in prison. As such, this proves that Bill Mendax is not the Night Hunter. Yeah, I thought that was something too, if the letters that were written to Bill match the Night Hunter sample. But I don't know. I don't know if for some reason we couldn't prove that someone else wrote those letters, like he wrote them himself. But then I was so stuck, like, why would that, what would that mean if he was writing letters to himself? It wouldn't really mean anything. All right, here is a letter from Captain Snow before moving to chapter 2. From the desk of Captain Snow. Agents, this is exactly what we were afraid of, a false confession. If they had done their duty back in the 1990s instead of accepting the confession and closing all the cases, maybe Caroline Parker wouldn't have lost her life. It just leaves me to wonder why an innocent man would spend 25 years in jail taking credit for crimes he didn't commit. Could life really have been that bad for him on the outside? We can think about that later. The process to exonerate Bill will start in a few weeks. In the meantime, we have a more pressing matter to attend. The Night Hunter is still out there, and he appears to have struck again. Good job analyzing this case today, but we have 0 leads and 0 suspects, and we aren't any closer to knowing who the real Night Hunter is. If he is active again, it's only a matter of time until he finds another victim. I think it's time to go back and look at the original 3 murders. I'm going to pull up all of the old Night Hunter cases and send them to you. I'm giving you priority access to these case files. I will warn you that the details are gruesome and some of the images are difficult to get out of your head. But if we can't solve today's murder, maybe we can look back at these killings and identify a proper suspect. Good luck, agents. End of chapter 1. Alright, so that was chapter 1. We figured out Bill is not the Night Hunter, so there's still someone roaming out there. If you guys are enjoying the series, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Also consider subscribing to the channel. I'm definitely going to play the other chapters and I'm going to put it all in a playlist so it'll be easier for you guys to follow. So if the next video is out, you'll see it somewhere right here. Otherwise, hope to see you then and later.